Okay, so now I rename the layer as a shadow below the background gradient, and then I'm going to select this whole group and then group them up as a stone cube layer. Okay, I'm going to start flattening some of my layers. So to take note, so I'll use my stone and the main silhouette layer. I'll select all of them, just the stones until the main silhouette layer. I leave the background and the shadow intact over there, and then I group them up so I just have the cube. So this layer here, I would call it a stone cube before flatten. So I like to, before I flatten, I'll do something like this, and then this one that is duplicated, I would do a merge group. So I have a merge group like this. Okay, so I like to work merge for the rest of the layers, because it gives me some kind of control over them on all the same layers, so I can smush them together, I can burn them all together. But I may make a mistake and I may need to go back, and I can still have all these layers here. Okay, so right now everything is merged down, so it's nice when I burn this area, so the whole corner is darkened together. Don't want to overdo it though, so make sure you don't burn everything too dark. That could happen. Bottom part, just taking care to add a bit more values here. And then it seems like here I accidentally make it too dark, so I'll use my dodge to bring it back a bit. Not as easy to bring it back. I'll try. Okay, yeah, seems okay. So now when I were to smudge these areas, it looks a little bit more organic as well. Looks like I'm chipping it off with every smudge. So the rest of the details here, if you use smudge, is quite efficient. Can smudge brighter areas as well as darker areas. Using dodge to brighten some of these hotspots, while not while pushing down some of this in the corner hotspots. Okay, try to grab the details here. Okay, you can create another new layer to add some details here. Crisscross etching effects. Then put the opacity down. Bottom layer that is already flattened, or burn some of this. So I keep some of the cross hatches while having the details over there at the corner. I'll smudge it a bit. I'll add a bit more details down. Okay, so it's about a lot of adding, subtracting, painting. heading back, matching to reference. The edges, we want to keep them sharp, so some smudging really helps keep these edges really sharp. Okay, I can keep on improving on this, but I think I want to move on a little bit, so I'll add the final touches. So I add the textures. I will use this last group of brush here, and then there's this called dirty metal surface. It's not exactly for metal, so I can create a new layer, and then I just pick a color here, and I'll add something like this. Then I'll do a clipping mask downward. Okay, so maybe I'll change this to layer mode overlay, and I'll just see how that looks. So overlay gives you a nice effect here, so it adds a bit of texture into it. It also makes it a little bit darker though. So let me see if I should do it the other way around with. I think that's fine. I'll just dodge this layer a little bit, so some of this overlay is not super strong. And then what it does is it adds a bit of texture to this this flattened cube that we have. Yeah. Okay, so that's the near the end for the cube. I'll darken the background a little bit more to match to this. And the touch-ups. Some of these edges want it to be a little bit brighter. Okay, I'll use highlight. Okay, So this is done. And next we move on to the wood cube. Alright, see you in the next video. Bye bye.